Welcome back to the Lex E. Rojas vlog. I'm your host, Lex E. Rojas, aka Dakota Wilmer, aka Dakota Wolf. Last week, I was an entire day late for my live stream. Find me using someone else's trash can. Yeah. You caught me. What you gonna do? Anyway, they need to have more trash cans on the corners of the sidewalks in Manhattan, in Brooklyn, everywhere. If you had more trash cans and recycling bins on the corners of the sidewalks, then people wouldn't have to use other people's private trash cans. That's it. That's what it comes down to. So I have a sticky note today. Different system every week. Isn't it fun? ADHD, gotta know what it's like to be me. Hey, welcome to my one currently viewer. So, pulling out the sticky note with my topics for this live stream for today. So, last week, Saturday, which was the day that I ended up going live instead of Friday, I took my daughter with me to do laundry. On the way there, there was a little rummage sale like 2 doors down from us, and honestly, it was the cutest thing. She had some money from her allowance, from whatever she's earned from doing chores and money people have given her and this and that. She had some money with her. It was all in quarters because she was planning to actually, she had originally converted it all into quarters because 2 weeks ago she wanted to ride the mechanical horsey on the way back from her taekwondo lesson, and she still had a bunch of quarters left over. So last Saturday, when we had when we were passing this rummage sale, she decided she's going to use her quarters to get some stuffed animals. But that's not the cute part. The cute part is she got one for herself, and then she got one for the baby too. And nobody told her to do that. She's just that sweet. Oh, she melts my heart. Oh, hello everyone. Hello chat. Ooh. So yeah, that just my heart. And since we were already on our way to the laundromat, we took the stuffies with us and we washed them. But she got herself a panda and she got a little plushy Elmo for the baby. It's just, I cannot get over how sweet she is. So then while the stuff was in the dryer, we went to the park and I did my last live stream, which, you know, you could just find on my YouTube channel. I guess I could link it in the bio or the description too, whatever. Whatever floats your boats. So, yeah, it's loud. It's loud. So I have a thing here. After we did all that, we decided to set up some water accoutrements in the backyard for the kids to play in. We have this like little water pad that I don't even remember. I think we got it last summer, and it just like squirts up water, and it's great. Then in the evening, right as we were getting ready for bed, my mother-in-law starts cleaning because, you know, sometimes that's just when the inspiration strikes. And as per the title of today's live stream, I have general anxiety. So, yeah. So I started helping her clean. I swept all the floors, and I, helped clear off the counters, and I told her that the next day I was going to clean my daughter's area, like the toys and the bed area and stuff. And because I was afraid that if I didn't tell her that, she was going to feel like she needed to do it that night. And like she already stayed up like hours after that cleaning the living room and kitchen areas, and like I felt so bad. And it gives me anxiety because I feel like I should be doing more, and her doing things like that, especially late at night, feels like it's supposed to be some kind of signal to me that I'm not doing enough. And I don't know how true that is, but that's how I feel. Thanks, anxiety. That's how I've been made to feel over the years. Like my whole life has been people trying to make me feel like, without seeming like they're trying to make me feel like I have to be doing more whether I can or not. It doesn't matter if I'm disabled neurologically or physically, I have to be able to excel in every conceivable format, And I saw something recently that said I can't celebrate my accomplishments because it feels like it was my obligation to accomplish these things. And never have truer words been written or spoken. And so then Sunday, somehow, I spent hours cleaning and organizing and cleaning and organizing and just like pushing myself to my max. With only 10 ounces of coffee in my body. I was pretty proud. I only needed one 10-ounce coffee in the beginning of the day. Really, the motivation was the anxiety. It always is. My motivation to overcome my ADHD always comes from anxiety. It's the only thing that keeps my ADHD in check, short of medication. Everyone wants to say, oh, try meditating, be more in the moment. But you know what gets me? You know what helps me get around my ADHD? It's anxiety. General anxiety. Commanding my life. Also, Sunday evening, I found out that caffeine, specifically coffee, can reduce the body's ability to absorb iron. And concern for me, who has gone in and out of being anemic and just as like a female human, we already have like lower iron levels, so yeah. So I've been trying to cut back on my coffee intake, and let me tell you, it was not without struggle. Monday, I literally ingested like 48 ounces of coffee. Or no, Monday it was 40, Tuesday it was 48. So a lot of coffee. And then Wednesday I actually was able to cut that almost in half. I think I had like 26 ounces. And yesterday I had 24 ounces. And today I made it through with only 20. So we're getting there. We're cutting it down. I talked to my bestie, Jenny, about this. And she was concerned. She thought that I was not cutting out coffee of my own free will. And she was like, don't let them take your happiness. And I was like, no one's taking my happiness. They're taking my addiction. Because caffeine's an addiction. Let's be real. And then Wednesday, I had a scare. Wednesday morning, after I posted to social media like I do every morning, or I try to every morning, I opened up my Microsoft Word app to work on my third novel like I try to do every time I'm commuting back or forth. And the third novel was missing. It was just gone. It wasn't there. It wasn't in the recently edited. It wasn't in... sorry, there's like a traffic kerfuffle over here. Anyway, so it wasn't in the recently edited. It didn't show up when I searched for it. I went online and I found the customer service number. When I called it, it said this is no longer the customer service number for Microsoft. To find it, you gotta go on the website. And I looked online some more and I found out other people were having this problem like on Juneteenth. And so I was able to find another customer service number. I somehow miraculously produced the document from the app. I don't know how it just reappeared, but it was back. And I was so thankful. And I made sure yesterday to back up the document to my phone. And I'm gonna and I think I backed it up to Google Drive as well. So I'm gonna try to keep backing it up continuously just in case this kind of thing happens again. It's just really terrifying. If you want to read my first two novels, they'll be linked down in the description. Yesterday, we survived the second culling for America's favorite couple. If you haven't been voting for us every day, it's not too late. This is, I guess, kind of round 3. I think the next round of cuts is going to be whoever's not in the top 10 in their bracket. So please keep voting for us. Vote daily. Facebook verification's required because I want to make sure you're a real person and you're not voting twice, you know. This event is also going toward funding 2 amazing charities. A food bank in California that I can't remember like the exact name of, and then Oceana, which obviously helps the environment, i.e. the ocean, ocean life, things like that. The first vote is always free. If you want to pay extra to go toward more votes and also for that money to go toward these 2 great charities, then please feel free to do so. We're really grateful to everyone who's been voting and everyone who keeps voting and everyone who shares the link. We're just grateful, you know. We really could use that $20,000 to make our lives better and make our children's lives better and more secure. I've been working on getting my city bike membership back because you got to renew it every year when you're doing it through the discount, which I get the discount because I'm on state benefits. So now I'm just waiting for them to like reapprove to validate that I'm on state benefits. So until then, I can't ride the city bike home because it's too expensive. And the doctor said I should be bicycling for the sake of my knees. Anyway, more anxiety. Yay. Currently, this shirt that I'm wearing, not my usual style, but it was a gift that I got from my friend Sabura, who is a director who lives in Manhattan. She's amazing, and I haven't talked to her in a while, but I did text her today. She's probably going to call me sometime today. That's what she said, but we'll see. We're all busy in our lives. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with anyone you think might enjoy the random ADHD BS that is my life. And remember to lead with empathy.